All
Hola.
right.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh wow, you switched up on me. Let's
Hold
see,
on.
what do we have on? I cannot
Just a,
believe
you know, a different shirt.
Yeah.
That's it. Hello, everyone.
What's up,
Hey,
Parker? This is Cully Coles.
how's it
Nice to
going?
meet you.
Pleased to
Uh,
meet you. Yes.
all right. So, do we still want to wait for a little bit more people to pop up, or should we get right
Um,
into it?
I feel like let's just go in.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to pin a question?
Can you see me?
Can I see you?
Can everybody see me?
Oh, I can see you. Yeah.
I can see you, and I
Okay.
can hear you very well.
You said, do we want to pin a question?
Yeah.
Um,
Or actually, no, we don't need to because we have a guest. So I mean, we could pin the question, but as far as
well,
anybody coming up,
so this month of April, we're in the first month of April. And what did we say the theme for April is?
April showers bring May flowers.
no.
April showers.
Bring May.
Which go ahead.
He said April showers bring May flowers. That's what he said.
No,
But
I thought you were going to say what I had said because I said something like April flowers manifestation, something.
it is well, yeah. I mean, we did say that it's about manifestation.
Yeah.
So, right now, today we're going to be talking about disturbance of peace.
Of peace.
Well, obviously we gotta come up with that for a theme by the next episode because we do want to keep our theme running for each month.
Yeah.
So, but today is like you said.
Well, that goes with manifestation. Because when you feel like your peace has been disturbed, it's what you manifested.
Right. No, I'm not saying anything in regards to what we're talking about today.
Yeah. I really
What is
like
what's on your tooth?
Hey,
Cully, that's crazy because I was on live with you first.
nah, I seen, but I thought, oh no, I didn't want to like
See,
point
that's
out.
why friends,
No, I know you're
best
not a good
friends
one.
look out for best
Nah, he's a
friends.
good
So
friend.
I had to look out for you.
Nah,
I had to look out
I
for
didn't
you.
want to point it out though. I don't know.
You gotta point it out. You can't have my sis on here looking crazy. We gotta look out for each
Here
other.
goes Lewis goes, I was trying to tell you. How was you
All right.
trying to tell me?
Jazz, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make it. I don't know.
Lewis, how are you trying to tell me? Okay. So back to how we got, my teeth are situated.
What
Yeah,
was
so
that?
we're gonna be talking about
Oh, okay, never mind.
disturbance of peace. And first of all, I want to talk about how do you get to your peaceful place to begin with?
Now, in general, or you mean
In general.
how do you get to a peaceful place?
For you, well, actually, not in general. You personally.
Me personally, music for one. You know me well. My music. That's how I
Yeah,
get to.
because it does music, everybody.
No, not everybody. It's not everybody. Peaceful place.
I'm talking about everybody on
The live, everybody that's
live.
listening and
Oh,
watching.
I mean, okay, yeah. In the sense, like, my music. There's times when I'll take a drive. I'll take a long drive. I'll take a long drive to myself. That's my peaceful place. Sometimes I don't want to come home right away. I just want to be to myself. So I may not come home right away when I should. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
I may take a long, peaceful drive. Yeah, like someone said in the comments, meditate, music. I do like to, working on my music does keep me in a peaceful place. It keeps me in a zone. I can't say my I would say my 2K, but that's pretty cheesy.
No, that's not cheesy. I mean,
I
everybody
think
has different ways
yeah,
of.
it makes time go by faster. I will say that it makes my time go by faster when I play 2K. But productively, I like to work on my music, and I like to take my long drives.
Yeah.
You know, I would say some. Another thing too is being around the right people. Like if you associate yourself with the right people, the right people, you'll feel in a more more peaceful place with the people that make you the most comfortable, people that you can be yourself around.
Yeah.
Work settings, you have to be someone else. You have to be professional. You have to be another you. You have to be. You
Oh,
can't
that's
really be yourself.
definitely.
Can't really be 100% blunt.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I would say
I hate how that happens at work. How you can't be yourself.
no. I mean, unless you meet coworkers that are just like you. I mean, then yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
What
myself
about
everywhere
you,
I go.
Jay?
I'm
See,
myself everywhere I go. But I was about to swing it to you, but I'm gonna swing it back. I'm gonna
Oh,
use the Uno reverse card back to me.
that was a.
That was a yeah. So for my peace of mind, I like solidarity. Excuse me, solitude. I like
Mhm.
to be in quiet. I don't like noise. I don't like people. I don't like music. I love music though. Like music, literally, I was saying music the other day is music is literally like peace because music can take you to so many different places, like nostalgic places that you experience music for the first time or specific moments, times, and it also can bring you into a space of just um, reflection and joy. Some sounds, some music will make you really happy. But off of that, for me, like I said, it's more so just being by myself. I've found that that was the best way for me to be able to gravitate towards peace. And I mean like a real peace where I am literally in my thoughts. I'm literally in my um I'm in my space. So any energy that is going around from within me is projected into the space that I'm in. So then I can also in that space I can understand what it is that I'm feeling, what it is that I'm going through, why I'm feeling the way that I feel. And that's what I want. I want the energy and the space around me to be a reflection of me and being able to be back centered with who I am and where I need to be in my life.
Yeah,
So that's literally what peace is for me.
that was a fire answer because
What
mine
about
is
you?
actually similar. Like I found that I love to be
Like father,
alone.
like son.
Be
Sorry.
quiet. Okay.
Go ahead.
Like I found that I'm more at peace when I'm by myself, like when I'm just in my me space, when I'm like
Yeah.
focusing on what I want to do, when I'm by the water, when I'm in my car, when I'm taking drives by myself. Like,
Right.
I love that. It's like I'm musaiing at its best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the definition of peace, solidarity.
Yeah. I don't know the idea of being in a space where only thing around you is air
Mm-hmm.
and all you like you can't noise kind of disrupts my thoughts sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a person that thinks, so when I get to think about where I'm at and I get to think about like nothing, because when you're in a space with nobody, when you're in a space with no sounds, when you're in a space with walls or just the ocean and sand and the sky, there's not too much that you can think about except for the things that you have a recollect of in your life and things that you have experienced and where you are. So distractions, outside distractions, people, music, all of that is it doesn't invade that space. And that's why I love it.
Yeah. It's the best feeling to not have invaded space and to not really have to focus on the outside
Exactly.
and you just focus on like what's
Have
going
you
on with the
guys
level.
have you guys ever had a time where you were in a peaceful space and the devil tried to bring someone or something into your life to disrupt the space, the peace that you was in,
oh, of course.
the calmness, and what was it like? And were you able to identify it and bring yourself out of it, or did it suck you in?
I was able to bring myself out of it.
Can you talk about the experience for us?
Yeah, sure. No, I could this time. Um, I had kind of got like scammed. I would say I got scammed. And I didn't even want to think about it. It was around holiday season, and holiday season, Christmas. As Christmas, it approaches. You want to be the happy. I mean, me, I try to be the happiest I can be around Christmas, the most positive I can be. Those are very sad times for some people. Those are delicate times. So,
Right.
as happy as can be. I was just sitting on my couch, in the basement where I am now. I was watching TV, and one of my friends wrote me like, "Yo, did that person ever pay you back or whatever?" And I'm like, honestly, it was only $20, and I'm just like, I don't even care right now. I'm just trying, it's a good year. I'm working on my music. I don't even want to think about. I don't want to think about now. I don't want to think about writing them right now, and they might piss me off right now if I even anything they say other than paying me my money back. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna be pissed off. It's just principle. So they was like, just write them or say this. This is what you should say. And I'm just like, yo, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I don't want to be bothered. And it made me mad because it's kind of like I don't want to get too detailed into the story, but it had got me mad.
You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us.
I'll tell y'all. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of I'm gonna get laughed at, but so be it.
You're not gonna get laughed at.
No, it was that.
It's an open platform. If anybody feels like they're gonna laugh, then you could.
No, I mean I don't
out of this.
No, I don't even care if people laugh. I'm just saying. I just know it's gonna happen because it was so goofy what I did. Like basically, like I wrote. The person told me to write them and say what he would say. Me, I didn't say what he would say. Me, I just it was on Cash App, so I just requested it back, 20 back. But I thought I had requested it back. I actually sent them another 20. That same person, like a dummy. I sent them another 20, and I'm like, oh man, like I meant to, try to request my refund, but like request it back, and I sent them another one. I'm like, see, this is what happens. I fed into the BS. Like I fed into it. I was sitting here so peaceful, like, my feet kicked up on the couch. I was relaxing. I wasn't even thinking about them, and then here goes somebody just random. Like why? Like why you had to write?
You then sent the nigga $40.
Yeah. I just lost 40 now, and it's like,
right.
And then it's funny. I can go to my cash.
We could tell you don't gamble, by the way.
Huh?
I said we could tell you don't gamble.
Oh yeah, no, I don't gamble. I don't like to gamble. I mean, I would like to one day, like very small. But anyway, yeah, I can go to my Cash App right now, and it'll still say that the person's name, it'll still say so and so is reviewing the refund. Like it still says it. And this might be 6 months later. 6, 7 months later, you know what I mean? I'm not even thinking about. I'm not even worried about it no more. I just try to stay positive.
Right.
Think about my music. Think about the future. I'm not even thinking about that. A BS $20, but I was mad because at the time I was like drinking a little bit at the time, so it pushed me. It enhanced my emotion at the time. Like it made me more angry because I was drinking, but.
Right.
I got over it about after like maybe 2-3 hours. I was mad for a little while though, because I'm mad because I wasn't even mad at that I sent it again. I'm mad because of what led to it. Like the person, the root of it. Just the person hit me up again, telling me, this is what you should say. And I'm like, damn, why did I even listen to you? Why did I even let you even get me mad like that? Let you even put a battery in my back? Like I said, I didn't even say anything. I just requested it, and I thought I did, and I didn't. But I got over it like maybe the next day. And I got back to my peaceful place.
Well, that's good that, it didn't bring you down.
Yeah, I have plenty of stories. But that's
losing money sometimes ain't
I have
no joke for some people.
Plenty of stories, but that's the closest one I could think of, like the most recent. It's plenty of times where the devil, try to take me in. Like, I just ignore it. I don't even think about it no more. Plenty of times.
Do you feel like you have experienced enough places that you shouldn't be as far as niggas trying to bring you into their rabbit hole of corruption and negativity that you've now learned how to move and navigate around those type of people that try to bring that disturbance to your life?
Yeah.
And you know how to get back to being in a peaceful space, like you know how to connect back to that center? Do you feel like you've mastered that, or you still like feel like?
Because if one thing, like if you're always like some people may say like when a good kid, like when someone, like let's say, like you ever heard someone say, oh, you're a good kid, like don't even, like they just say that to be funny. it's like one thing about a good kid can always get back to being good again. I feel well, they always say a good person gone bad is never the same. But no, you can always get back to being like, at your focus point. You can always get back to it. Like
Right.
that's the thing. You can always get back to like your level of
But sometimes it's hard for some people.
No,
They're around so much disruption, and that's what they know in their life, so consistent that they don't know how to really. They don't even know what peace really looks like, and we want to really take it there.
Right.
So
Well,
everybody's not on the same page, and everybody's not a good person necessarily. So
people
I mean, not
also have
to.
different versions of peace too. Like sometimes, all right. So the hoarder show, right?
Okay.
That's funny.
Those hoarders, they're at peace with all that junk around them, even though it looks like chaos to most of the world. Like they're literally at peace. That's why when they're fixing themselves or fixing that situation, it takes everything in them to throw that stuff out, even if it's like an old McDonald's bill that they had on the kitchen counter for 5 years.
They have that for nostalgia too, though. Nostalgia is a big thing.
That's what I think. I think it's nostalgia. I think it's complacency. I don't think it's just peace.
Because not to cut you off, like I have a lot of stuff. Like I have sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you, I save movie tickets from years ago when I was in high school. I save movie tickets, just good times I had going to the movies, like on Fridays or Saturdays. I save those tickets. I save, concert tickets.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, that's not hoarding though. Like I'm talking about the show Hoarders, where those people are literally at peace with all that junk around them.
Okay, junk.
Like,
so you feel like this stuff?
I mean, not junk. Well, to them it's not junk, but to me it's junk because it's junky.
I mean, in a sense of like papers and toys and all this stuff, like just exotic things.
No, not just. Did you ever watch the show? They literally.
I've seen the show, but I need more examples.
Some people have, 9,000 cats around them, or they just have like.
Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Cut you off, Jazzy. I'm sorry. Because I seen somebody with mice, and the mice all had names. I think I seen a show like episode like that where the guy had a name for every mouse in his house. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like so I know what you mean.
But that's literally peace for them.
I don't know if I want to categorize it as that, sis. I don't think. I don't know
to
because
them, if
I feel like it might be. No, you're right. It could be a peaceful space for them, but I feel like there's also some contingencies a part of it. It's peace contingent upon, like you said, nostalgia, or it's a part of them just not wanting to let certain things go because they don't want to let this memory go of a person.
Yeah.
Which could also be part of nostalgia, I guess. But and I think it's also them being complacent with being a hoarder. And then also probably people's upbringing where they have come up in a household. My mom, to this day, she's still getting stuff out of her crib that she had for years. What are you doing with this? You never worn this for 60 years. Mm-hmm. My mom not even 60 years old. She hasn't worn a certain item for mad long. Give it away. Why do you have this table? This table is on its last leg, literally. Give it away. You moving this table from house to house to house. What is the point? You don't have no real connection. She didn't even have no real connection to some of that stuff. So like I said, it's just a complacent thing, and it's just the way that certain people move. I can tell you from my standpoint where we was just talking about peace, and I'm just in a calm space, really working on myself, really trying to develop me, really trying to go after the things that I want to do in my life, in my career, because a nigga procrastinated and a nigga let other niggas distract him in life. And I had to yo, what's up? This is the checkup. This year, you really gotta fix it. You gotta fix certain things. You gotta read them 5 books that you've been wanting to read, from little to big things. You gotta skip a couple outings and hookah bars and, different things so you can save this money up so you can pay for this LLC and you can pay for this manufacturing for your clothing. You know what I mean? so you can put this money into my foundation. And while I'm working on myself, coming out of a place that I was distracted and that I allowed myself to be distracted in because I just wanted to be in lovey-dovey land and caking it up, several people hitting me up on my line that I had deaded weeks, months ago. These people are a disturbance. The devil knows what he's trying to do by bringing these specific people back into my life. Because the trail and the path that I'm walking on right now, obviously, is to lead me to better. But here you go, trying to bring the BS back into my view. And we don't like that. So now I have to go back to my center. What's up? What you trying to do? You trying to do this? Okay, well, you trying to do this? This person can't come because this person already had 1, 2, 3 chances.
Mm-hmm.
They burnt all of them. They burnt the whole bridge down. Everything is done with them. You can't see nothing with them because the way that they treated you, the lack of respect, the person that they was being in your life when you was being a totally different person to them, which was better than the person that they was being to you. You mean all of that stuff? This is how the devil works in specific ways with me because I'm a lover, because I'm a person that I love love. I love to give love. I love to receive it. I'm a positive person. And obviously, I'm a person that my heart is on my sleeve for a reason. Like, you want to know where my heart at? Is charged into my heart. My heart is on my sleeve. That's where it's at. So I'm the person that I'm going to fall into that trap because that's what I desire, obviously, ultimately in my life. But you can't allow those people to come back in your space. And I realized that when people was hitting me up this weekend, I'm getting a lot of, this weekend I got a couple sorries. I got a couple text messages, long paragraphs, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I literally woke up one morning this past week. This is all real stuff. I got receipts in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine, no, she could vouch for me. My sister could vouch for me. Because I sent her the text messages right now. I'm sitting in my crib. Excuse me. I'm laying down because it's 4:00 in the morning. Why are you hitting me up? Talking about something. I miss you. You don't miss me. When you had the chance to be a part of my life, to build with me, to grow with me, to be there for me the way I was being for you, you disturbed my peace. Now I can't rock with you the same way. Because obviously I care more than you. I care too much. Niggas don't get it. Because they think about they self. When you selfless like me, you can't be around niggas that's selfish.
Yeah, that's true.
Disturbing my peace. That's what happened over this weekend. Too many sorries. I don't take sorry no more. You got to come with more than sorry for me. You got to step up. You got to be better. You got to show some type of execution in your sorry. Your sorry is just a word. Right now, I don't see no consistency. When I see the consistency and I see the layup and I see you really going in on the court, then I'll rock with you. At this moment, keep your distance. Boundaries are set, my nigga. Lines don't need to be crossed. We just had this conversation on Saturday, did we not?
We did. We did. We did just have this conversation on Saturday. Because it's crazy. It's like, I don't know, like, we were also talking about how, like, it's kind of like normalized in our generation for that dynamic, though, for it to be.
Well, for people to switch up?
Yeah, for people to switch up and kind of like do you wrong and they just expect.
Right.
They will do you dirty and they'll expect the situation to still be the same. Like, no.
Literally.
What world do you live in?
Definitely generational. It's definitely generational.
Yeah, that's definitely a generational thing.
Man, I can only speak for this generation right now and where I'm at in my life. But I do feel like the devil has tried this same tactic on different people before us. You know, somebody that is like me, somebody that may be like you, my man. Somebody may be like Jasmine. Jasmine is a person that is a loving person too, where we get into our bag where we like, okay, I washed all the dirt off. I cleaned myself. I forgave you. I'm going to get it together for me now. And you get in that space, and here come Little Red Robin Hood coming around the corner again.
Mm-hmm.
What are we? What back again? For what do I need to learn now that I didn't learn before? Because obviously something is not right.
So hold up,
if y'all keep coming over.
You have to set the standard for how people choose to treat you. People can only treat you how you allow them. I agree with that to a certain extent. Because at the end, like, you're still treating somebody like that's how they act. So if somebody's treating somebody terribly all the time, 9 times out of 10, that's because they feel terrible about themselves, right?
Oh,
so you didn't open up that platform for them to be negative towards you. Like, that's you. Like, so I definitely agree with that statement, but to an extent, because I feel like we put too much emphasis on making sure that the other person treats you a certain way, when it's like, you can't control how somebody treats you. They're going to do them themselves because you can't control somebody.
Well, you can put a foot down, but go ahead.
You can. I said I agree with it, but I don't fully agree with it.
No. I mean, you can't change how somebody. Yeah, I know what they're saying, but I know what you mean too. It's kind of like
it's kind of like how they feel like the black people should come for the Asian hate people, like be on their team, or how they feel like the black people should educate the white people on racism. That's not what we do, because we didn't bring racism on ourselves. So why am I sitting here scooting? Why am I now having to go up to your level, or go down to your level because you did the dirty shit? So why am I having to go to your space and be a better person and be like, oh, I'll take your hand, I'll show you the way, the better, the light of how to treat people. What? That's what Jasmine is coming from. Because it's people out here that have that same sentiment about race and how black people are the save a whole group.
Yeah.
No. Right. We're not that. So, but Jasmine, do you feel like when you have been in that space where you tried to be your best to that person and you showed them time and time out, and you may have given them an explanation to possibly be a better person and to see how you're being towards them, do you feel like it changed?
I mean, it did, and then it didn't. Like, at the end of the day, I've learned from a lot of my experiences is that you really can't change somebody. Somebody can put on an act for a good year.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking that, okay, what you're saying is getting through to them and they're treating you the way you want to be treated. And then here you are getting used to that year mindset that's happening. And then boom, the reality happens with how they really act.
Right.
And then sometimes you might be thinking, oh, well, I want them to get back to, I know how they treated me before. Like, I didn't take this before, but now you feel locked in because you're emotionally invested. So, I don't know. It's like, it's so complex because it's really so many different situations and nobody's the same. Nobody goes to the same situations. Nobody,
right.
It's based on the experience. So you just have to understand that you can't change somebody. They're going to change or they're not. The person that they showed you in the beginning, yeah, that might have been good. But if they've been showing you this version of them for themselves for the past 3 years, and you're still going off of that one thing that they showed you the first year you guys met.
Yeah, right.
You're in
that was me. I feel like you just attacking me just now. I felt attacked. I really did. Because that was me. That was me literally a couple months ago. I was pleading to somebody like, I just want you to go back to how I first met you. It was never coming back. Little did I know, it was never coming back.
Yeah, because
this is how they really is. This is how they really are. Like, this is them. I just didn't see this side of them yet. but this is who they is.
Yeah.
And I was pleading like, yo, I just want you to go back to the person that you was, or I can't deal with you no more.
It does. I mean, it does happen. We do give people the benefit of the doubt. I mean, that's
We
the
do.
good in you. That's the good in you to give them. So it's like that happens though. I'm just saying. So
Why?
okay.
What makes you get back to the peace that you? Or matter of fact, what makes you grow to a peaceful space in your life to
What
be able
pushes you?
to set a standard and to be able to allow certain things in your life that you want to allow and not allow certain things that you don't want to tolerate? What got you there?
Okay. I would say I would say distancing myself from people I thought were friends. That's one thing. I would say distancing from myself from people. That was like one big thing that got me there. Like once I realized certain things, like I guess this was a matter of just growing apart from friends and then just like dealing with reality. Like so it got me to a peaceful space. And then I was going to do a little depression at one time. And after
Mm,
then I just got my stuff together and I just realized certain things. Like I just like people like when you have friends, like you don't gotta cut them off. You don't gotta cut a lot of people off. You separate. That's all it is. You don't gotta cut people off and cut them off completely. I mean, unless they're just completely
Ooh,
just not
can we repeat that?
nah. But
What?
like, nah, like you don't have to you don't have to like cut people off completely. You just separate. Like you give some distance. Especially, I mean, if you got love for them, it's okay to have love for them. Like you can't stop that, but like you separate. Like in order to move on, you gotta separate. You gotta like I was thinking about that today. Like you gotta forget your day ones that you meet in life. It's really about like the older you get, it's about like the new people you meet in life because the new people you meet in life been through the same thing as you. You know, your friends, you outgrew them. Your friends are just meant to be. They're just meant to be outgrown. Like it's just life. Like you're meant to outgrow like your friends and people you knew for years. It's just part of life. Like so that's one thing I would realize. I would say I read because like me, I let like me for example, I do music. So it's like I may have like me. I was one of those guys like I saw like a bright future. I still see a bright future, and it's like but I saw a bright future where I can blow up and take people with me. But like sometimes like life shows you that may not be the case. You may have to go by yourself. Like we're all meant to walk a different journey.
yeah,
I may have to blow up by myself. Well, as far as music, I'm thinking of music in that sense. Like, but I mean, in life in general, you got to walk a different journey. But I was thinking like, I was thinking like I wanted certain people to not just music, but just me being successful. Certain things I do, I would want them to come with me. But it's like it doesn't work out that way. They meet other new people. They have other journeys, and it's like once you realize, like one thing I will say too, once you start, I don't want to curse, but once you start giving an F, like that's when you're really living. Like once you stop giving an F about what people think, you're really living. Like you're really living. People don't know that what's the word? Self love. Okay, self love is the word. When you really like, you have to love yourself. If you're really out here trying to be a follower and trying to impress other people, you're not living yet. You're not happy
right.
with yourself.
I agree.
Yeah, you're not living. Like
I
some
agree.
people are doing that and they haven't realized it yet. They're just not happy. Some people are just meant to be followers. Some people are just meant to, ride the bench and just be a follower. Some people are not meant to be in the game, and that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It's just life. Like,
Right.
You know what? I kind of feel like everybody was just. Okay. This is what I've been thinking about recently for a while, right? Like I feel like a lot of us have been brainwashed into thinking that we're supposed to follow. And I always go back
mm-hmm,
to social media and then like what's in the media before social media became big. Like we were watching TV all the time, right? So we were influenced by what was on TV. And that signified what was normal
mm-hmm,
and what was accepted and everything. So like everybody was gravitating to be that way. So it's like
Right.
now that we've grown and now that we get to figure ourselves out, a lot of us are able to be a leader, but we can't get out of that mindset of accepting the fact that we weren't. Because that means you have to dig deep into yourself and understand that what you've been doing for XYZ amount of years wasn't right. but again, that's you. A lot of people, it's hard for a lot of people to acknowledge the fact that, damn, I really was fucking up for a minute because I believed that this was the way, and my ego is here, and it's gonna stay here because I wanted it to stay here, and I didn't want to change. But like, until most people acknowledge that, that's when they're gonna be able to get out of that mindset and really be a follower. I mean,
It's got to be a hard life being a follower.
It is a hard life.
I don't think
Because
I don't think people realize that they're followers either. That's another thing.
Yeah, because it's exploited. It's literally exploited. Like, look at everybody following celebrities, right?
Mhm.
Why in the world do we have nine times out of 10 people are going in to get their lips done? When did so many people start getting their lips done?
Right.
When it started being publicized in the media.
And that falls in the category of self-love. Why are you getting your lips? Why are you against your own lips? You know, why that's just, I mean, I don't knock people for it, but I'm just saying, like, that falls into that category. Like, why do you really need certain things done? Like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, like what do you call those? I forgot what it's called. Okay, cosmetic. I guess just cosmetic, I guess.
Cosmetic surgery?
Yeah, like certain. I mean, I'm not completely against it. I mean, hey, you want to do that, go for it. But I don't know. It became such a big thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not against. Like I said, I'm not against it though.
I feel a lot of people hop on the bandwagon. Like, we got people just doing surgery just to do surgery, talking about
priorities all messed up, trying to impress the public. You're right. Kisses all over.
And it's crazy. Like, I'm in school for like that stuff for surgical. So it's like they told me like when people come in. When people want to get something cosmetic done, they have to have a good reason. And they said people could have, like they said, with people like that, one of their reasons could be insecurity. And they said that's a valid reason for them to get a surgery. Like, they'll say insecurity, depression, and they said with that reason they can get the surgery.
That's a quick fix.
Because they need it. I know, but it's like they got to have a good reason.
So it sounds like to me being a follower is not peaceful, and that is a disturbance of peace.
Right.
It is a disturbance of peace, and it's in your face every day because the media is in front of us every single day.
Right.
That's a huge disturbance of peace because we're getting these ideas that, oh, we gotta look this certain way because of what's exploited. Oh, right. I gotta make sure I have the biggest ass.
Well, there are some people that are easily persuaded. There are many of us that are not easily persuaded into the thinking and the ways and conforming to Instagram and the world.
Yeah.
Me, I am one of those people. But there are people who, unfortunately, their mentality and their way of thinking is not strengthened enough in themselves to be able to think oddly or opposite from what the majority is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people, like you said, it's in our face, but I mean, what's not in our face? When we go outside, violence is in our face.
Everything.
Drugs is in our face. If you're from the hood, it's just everything is in your face. Poverty is in your face. Being broke is in your face. I mean,
but look how hard it is for people to get out of that mindset.
Huh?
Look how hard it is for a lot of people to get out of that mindset. Because, like, you
may not even want to come out of it, though, sis.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, and I say, it has to be a hard life being a follower, but then at the same time, if you think about it too, if all the opportunities align correctly and, everything is there to be a follower, it might just be the easiest thing in the world because you don't even got to think for yourself.
It's crazy.
Just pick the next trend and I just go right to it.
Yeah, and that's the people be dependent.
So it's probably a double-edged sword when it comes to it. Depending on how you want to slice it, it could be for the benefit of you because you don't really got to think. You can just go and start. There's the people that I want to get everything that's on this mannequin person, and then there's the people I like that shirt. Now let me find something else that I want to pair with it person in the store. It's two type of people that go in the store.
Yeah.
The one that want everything that's on the mannequin, and the one that want to see something that's on the mannequin and take a piece or something from it, or may not even want to take anything from the mannequin. Might say it look cute, but want to go find their own put together.
Mm. It's weird because like it's harder mentally to be a follower, but it's harder publicly to be a leader. So it's like, which one would you rather pick? The one that's internal, where nobody sees, or the one that's public? Most people will probably pick the one that's internal because nobody sees. In public, a lot of people can't deal with that public embarrassment, but it's only public embarrassment because it's not normal to be a leader. But it's like, you got to be able to move past that.
I mean, but nowadays the quotes that we getting from, you know, Justin LeBoy and everybody else is to be a leader, to be in the path of think this specific way or be this specific way or don't let people dictate how you move. And, you know, these quotes are out here. Now, are niggas living their life? That's a different story.
I think, yeah, right.
They're not.
So it's the fight is real when you're really trying to bring yourself out of the norms of what people see, of what we see, and when you're really trying to be somebody that doesn't want to do what everybody else does. Like, you don't know how much I get peer pressured or get talked into wanting to drink or hit this blunt. You don't know how many times when I go out, and sometimes I have a drink due to myself. Very, 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 very rarely do I do that. But I do not do it often because I don't want to, because it don't taste good. It tastes nasty to me. But everybody's Hennessy, Ace, what is it? All the, you know, all the liquors and stuff. Everybody's getting lit and turning up.
Rock, Malibu.
You mean all of that? So it's like, oh, you don't drink yours? No. Somebody came to my DM just the other day, like, oh, was you high? No, nigga, I was sick. My eyes was mad low on chink because I was sick. I wasn't high. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs.
Ask Jazz this one. Ask Jazz always hits me up when I post a picture. Are you high? You look high. Right, Jazz? Every time. I guess I just had that look. But
Kelly doesn't even smoke like that.
Yeah,
barely.
I drink, but I don't like. I mean, I drink. I do drink, but I didn't start drinking until like 24, 25.
Really?
29 now. But yeah, I didn't start drinking until late. I didn't drink in high school. I didn't. That stuff.
Well, why you started to drink?
Well,
after
you know what?
25 years.
What it was it started one day. I had a long day of work, and it was just the timing. My friends called me, "Hey, we're going to the city. You want to come? We're going to the bar, whatever, the club." Right. And I said, you know what? I had a long day. I'm gonna go, and that was that. They paid for me to drink. They paid for drinks. This was my first time. I mean, I drank before, and like you said, it was nasty. I had other drinks prior to that, and it was just so nasty. And this one day, I'm like, you know what? I'll drink today. I'll drink, so be it. And I got drunk, and it was, I don't know. I had fun, so I just kept doing it ever since then. But I had my times where I do it in moderation. I do it like, I don't do it like all the time, like a lot. I had my excessive days, and I had my moderation. I had my discipline days.
When was the last encounter y'all had, besides the Cash App situation, that y'all had where y'all had to stop somebody, or y'all caught the devil trying to disturb y'all peace?
Mom was at work the other day with my boss.
Oh.
Okay, because
I'm trying to think.
But I feel like in that sense, because it was like I was gonna defend somebody else, I wasn't defending.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I wasn't disturbing my peace, but at the same time, I was disturbing my peace because she got me out of character, and I've been working so hard to not make that version of me come out.
Right.
And like, your blood starts boiling. Like you start literally getting enraged. Like I was enraged. So I was real pissed off that she got me there. But like,
what about relationship wise for you, Jasmine?
Huh?
What about, not relationship wise, but what about dating wise? Somebody from the past.
What gets me there?
Somebody from the past that disturbed your peace then, that was trying to come back around and disturb.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So I mean, recently So I have had this issue with my ex where 1 minute I'll be comfortable with understanding that I am letting this person go because I don't want that negative energy in my life anymore, and I don't want to be going back and forth. And then here they come mosey on back, acting like they don't know why I'm not speaking to them. So it's like when that situation happens, I get real frustrated. And then me thinking that they're not blocked and I could just not speak to them. Like, no, I'm setting myself up for failure because I know I'm going to eventually text them back because I'm bored. But yeah.
So you can text them back, but are you allowing them to fully come in?
No, I'm not. And that's the thing. It's
Are
like,
you standing on that 10 toes down?
I am. And because I'm standing on the 10 toes down, it's like, it's an issue. And it's if you can't acknowledge what you've done, why are you coming back and why are you trying to come back into my circle? Like you can't even keep it 100. Like what do you need? You're not real with me. I'm too real for you. Move along. Like I can live with that.
Fatty Savage said exactly. Why do they even have the option for communication?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
But I've been there.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe he has. I'm sure maybe you have as well. I don't know. Maybe it's just because you're nice.
You think I need everybody?
Well, I did tell you. No, I said maybe because you still do want.
Oh yeah, because I still.
You want that? Yeah.
Nice because I still like him. Well, I mean, subconsciously, I probably do, but like, I know that I don't. Like, okay, so when you have situations.
Got something I want to say for that. Go ahead.
When you have situations where you have to force yourself out of love with somebody, like that's what that situation was. Because when the whole scenario happened, which was what led us to where we're at now, like I wasn't mentally there. I thought that we were somewhere else. So it's like now I gotta forcefully not fuck with you, like because I was fucking with you heavy at one point, and then you just fucked everything up. So now I gotta make sure that I don't go back, that I don't fall into the traps. I gotta be able to figure out what it is that you're doing, that's allowing me to gravitate towards this BS. So it's like, I know that I'm subconsciously putting myself through that, trying to figure out why I keep going back. But that's you have to be able. You have to be able to understand that it's not a positive vibe, and again, you can't change somebody.
I was thinking too, like that happens to me plenty of times. That situation where a person hits you up and you don't really bother with them, but you're nice to them. Like you know what I feel like it is too. I feel like it's timing. Like let's say they did something that pissed you off, right? Like today, and it's like they'll hit you up 3 months later, right? But if they was to hit you up like the next week or 2 weeks later, you would like violate them because it's like it's like a window. It's like a window they have to hit you up with like of time you'll violate. And it's like I feel like the timing. I feel like it's where timing plays a part because it's like if they was to write you 3 months later and you was nice to them, it's like by that time you didn't stop caring. So it's like it might have hit you up at a good time when you're in a good mood and you're like, damn, do I really feel like violating right now? You're just having a good day, so you're like. You don't want to take it there. You don't want to violate them through text or they call you. I feel like timing sometimes plays a part. I mean, it's definitely the devil. It's definitely the devil. The devil knows timing well. So yes, I feel like it's the timing. Like the right person just hits you up at the right time, and it's like
it'd be the right time. It'd be the right time. Like nothing may not be going. Your phone may not be ringing off. It might be a dry spell with, everything physically in your phone. It might, seriously though, it might just be like ghost town for you. Yeah. And here they go. And it's a trigger. And I feel like when you realize that hurt that you had, especially with some people, you just like, I can't go back to this. Like, why would I even want to bring myself back to this space with you?
Yeah, like you're in a different mental state.
She
Which
said
is
it's also the fact that we sometimes feel like we own, we're owed an explanation to people who
who
do
do
nothing
nothing
for
for
us.
us. And that's crazy because it's like, why would we feel like we're owed an explanation? Like, I was there. I felt like I was owed an explanation on why the fuck you ain't fuck with me as heavy as I fuck with you, but you wanted to pretend. Like, why would I get an explanation when he was pretending the entire time? When you have fake people around you and you're real, like you're real, you understand yourself emotionally, you understand yourself mentally, you're able to understand what's going on, and you're being 100% honest, and then you have these phonies coming in because they feel your energy. Like, that energy is rare, and I didn't know
False
that energy was
concept
rare.
of closure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, yeah, we gotta accept the sorry we never gonna get. I feel like that's another thing too. Accept the sorry you're just never gonna get. Like,
Yo,
I have to learn that too. Like that, yeah, because I always wanted an explanation. Explanation, I would feel so good because a person could move on from me. Go ahead, bye. Like you can move on. I just that me wanting that closure will probably mess me up a lot because I overthink. So overthinking could definitely play a part.
you gotta be your closure. You gotta be
Yes,
your
you
own
do have to
closure.
be your
It's
closure.
crazy, bro.
You do have to be your closure.
Yo.
Sometimes, like I feel like the last word or the last laugh would be my closure. I don't know.
The last
To a
one
person that,
closure.
to,
I'm
a
just
person.
like at that point where if I have to black on you for you to stop speaking to me, or if I black on you and you still continue to speak, why? Like, because then I'm giving
You attracted to them more. Now you're like, ooh, I like you so much.
no. That used to be toxic me, but not anymore. Like, I'm literally, it's just like a fed up thing. Like, it's like, yo, like what's good with you? Like, just let it go, and then you block.
You know, I'm a little petty because my closure would be, say they left me on red when I hit them up the last time. Like you know, they may have been treating me the way that they treated me. I'm being nice, like, I'm not gonna scoot down to their level. And I'm still letting them text me, and I text them and they leave me on red, okay? Then the next time they hit me up, I gotta leave you on red.
Right.
Because now you did
Yes, and you know
That's
what's
so petty.
I'm glad
this is what we've come to, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, I'm glad he said that.
You gotta put on red to have the last word.
I'm glad he said that. Yeah, last word, last laugh. Yes, because I feel like that too. Like, yeah, the person, you ever have a person that just keeps like you catch yourself, like they keep hitting you up and you keep like talking to them, giving them your time. They'll text you or whatever. And then you just catch on to that pattern, like, damn, why they keep hitting me up and then disappearing? So I'm like, then you catch on, like, you know what? I'm gonna get them next time. I'm gonna have it in for the next time they write me, right on red. That happens to me a lot too. Like, but well, it happens to me a fair amount.
I got somebody that I'm waiting. It's like the clock is ticking right now because I know they're gonna hit me up because they've been hitting me up for the past several months, and I don't even entertain them, my nigga. I don't even entertain them at all. I don't see them. I don't know them. I was gone and never to be seen or heard of again. So now you still coming down my block, still trying to bang with me when you know I don't bang with you the same way. I already told you how I felt. You hit my phone up. And when you hit my phone up, I asked you, did you call me by accident? And you didn't respond back. So when you hit me up again,
right on red.
You could call my phone, I'm not going to answer. You could text me, I'm not going to answer. I'm not even, and I was thinking about blocking this person. But I said, no, I don't want to block them because I want them to see the text say delivered.
Nah, right.
I'm really being 100% real with y'all right now.
Oh my god!
Because that's just because
you are me. Like
Nah, that's the thing. I can get petty. I get petty like that.
It's like I don't need to block you.
That's my level. That's my level of petty though. I don't do nothing else petty than that. Like I'm just gonna leave you on red for like being beat.
He said you're voluntarily.
No, that's a fact though. Like it's like you're.
This is what I know. Let me tell Teddy Savage something. This is how I feel. I don't feel like I'm voluntarily disturbing my peace by doing that. This is why I feel that way.
This
you
is
may
denial.
feel different. Come on now. Hold up.
I disagree.
This is why I feel that way. It's because he said because when you get the text or call, you are putting unnecessary energy into a situation.
Like,
no, I'm not putting any energy into it.
Put it on red?
That's not any energy.
It's the internal energy.
I really don't.
Because you know that you're fucking with the other person's head on the other side.
But come on, they shouldn't be writing. I mean, all right, go ahead. He can go.
This is what I was going to say. I don't feel like I'm putting any energy into it because of the fact that I am not responding. I don't have to respond. I should have never responded before on answer calls before, just like you said in a few messages ago and a few text messages, your writings ago, like your comments. Yeah, I should have never been entertaining it from jump. So now I'm at the place where I am cut off. The line is cut. Like there's no electricity to run through this. No more. So when you hit me up, this is me just keeping the same energy that I'm gonna keep forever.
Being petty is not an attitude; it's a state of mind.
It is a state of mind. Yes, being petty can be tactful. Yes, exactly.
It can be tactful. Exactly.
Like I said, that's both sides. We have 1.5 minutes left.
But what I was saying is that I don't feel like I'm disturbing my peace because I'm in a peaceful space still, and I do not ever hit this person up ever. I don't care about them. I don't care about nothing that they got going on. So when they do hit me up, because I'm not going to block them, I'm going to just let them go ahead and ring my line, and I'm going to let them text me, and it's going to be dead. That's what it's going to be.
Right.
Exactly.
No,
he might disagree though.
That's levels
because I do it.
I agree. Yes, I do it, and I'm about to do it when they write me.
Come on.
We over here talking about disturbing the
Stand your ground.
All right, so guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
You still can't allow people to write you. I'm sorry, Jazz. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say we got to wrap it up because he said he does disagree.
Got you.
But okay, I mean, you know what? Everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah.
Like I
respect
both sides, and I feel like most of my fellow Libras, we understand both sides, but we probably will still do the petty side because we're very understanding, and we take a lot. Like so, I mean, I'm not speaking for every Libra, but I'm speaking for me and my boy. So
another conversation for another day. Yup, come back, Teddy Savage. We love when you come back and interact with us.
All right, so we will definitely see everybody later. We have 30 seconds, really 10, because Instagram likes the cat. So everybody.
All right. Well, thank you to our guests. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank y'all for having me on. I definitely thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
You definitely will be back, Kelly Cal.
Definitely, yeah. All right. Good night, y'all. God bless.
Blessed night.